All right. Well, hello, welcome to DWF News. I am your co-host, the France Blue, and I want to say that screw you and screw myself because I said I didn't want to do the match card, but I said I'll do it so I could because some of you guys wanted it and I didn't record my audio. So to really simplify this, let me find it. Hold on, cuz let me find it. Yeah. I found it. All right. Yada yada yada. What the fuck? That changed. Ultimate X, we don't care about that first match because that changed. Uh, I said heel. I believe Scotty said Jameis. Brian, we both said Brian and Ridge for the second match for the DWF Tag Team Championship match. I said Mob Punk in for the grudge match, and I think Scotty was leaning towards Raheem De Niro for that grudge match. They're fighting for some title, like Raheem is a champion, so I don't know what to tell you. I say Cody Danger DWF Intercontinental Championship because Engine is cancer. He's a nice cancer. He's like that cancer that doesn't go away. Take that as you wish. Explicit Mark versus Duck Purdue for DWF European Championship. I said Explicit Mark. We both agreed, or at least I said, we do not lie. Okay, we are in a very good streak of being right, and we believe, or I believe, that this is the squash. This is going to be the squash match of the night. Explicit Mark is going to beat the crap out of Duck. That's what I believe. And then you got fuck the KOTR, I don't know the shit that is. Homicide Nico versus Y2G. I said Y2G, and that's about it. Jordan Stowe versus Paul Atano. I think this is a new one, and so I'm gonna say what what I believe. I believe that Jordan's gonna win because he's more active and I think more kind of like less rusty than Paul. And okay, DWF United States Championship match. All right. I believe I said Drew Cassidy because I don't know these fucking people. I really don't know. And then for the DWF Unit Undisputed Championship, I say John. Oh, fuck. Scotty's in it. Okay, well I say Scotty. Gonna rep my co-host. This is I will say this is gonna be the one time that I say we're probably not gonna be right, but I believe Scotty's gonna win. Cole Owens versus Justin Hazard. I say Justin Hazard. Main event. We both say ZG Styles, and that's about it for the match card. And after the match card, we talked about mainly two topics, but into one. It was one about Hawkson's laptop overheating, and kind of the state DWF is without Hawkson. We get into deeper detail about how David is what he's doing wrong, especially with recent events where we talked about the power rankings and of the faultiness of Brian and David. So yes, now back to your regularly scheduled DWF news.
What were we talking about? Next topic was Hodgson's laptop. Hodgson leaving has put pressure on guys like Mob and David, who are now like coming in as the host. A lot of expectation that we get out of Hodgson, and we just there are people who are more content with having Hodgson around simply just because he's Hodgson. And then you have guys like Mob and David who run things. And if they make a mistake, they have a tendency to explain why they made that mistake, which isn't something Hodgson does.
And
People accept what Hodgson says because he won't.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, because, like, here's the thing, if you can't make a controversial decision and back it up, then why are you even running a show? Why are you hosting shows? Like, that's what
That he
Hodgson does.
doesn't explain himself any further. So no one, like, even if you were gonna complain to him, there's nothing you could really do. And that's one thing that Mob, like, I advised Mob on that, and I think he's been handling that pretty well. But with these, as frequent as these controversial decisions get, pressure on those two, and there's definitely a dividing line between when Hodgson hosts and when Mob and David hosts, and we expect different qualities every time because of that simple difference.
Yeah, I mean, but, like, think about it like this, like, even with the recent events of, with the power rankings, like, you don't have to explain yourself when you've already explained yourself in the power ranking. It literally says of why you chose Brian.
Announcements, and that's entirely, like, you don't have to do that.
And so it makes no sense that you have to defend yourself. And Brian, the reason why I say that you don't deserve to be number one on the power rankings is that you had to defend David in his
He's just
decision.
standing up for himself, but either way, like, these power rankings, the ones David put out, like
can we just, like, let it float in the air, please?
Like, that's just power rankings. Like, you have to, the carryover effect from that, and you know what happens is people get really unrestful, they get restless, they demonize the hosts for these mistakes that they make. I mean, Hodgson can make that many mistakes, but people won't question him. And as I said, with Hodgson gone, every problem that DWF currently has escalated and has shifted from these core problems, and people are looking to Mob and David for the solution, and Mob and David can't exactly the solution that they're setting out, and that's causing the miscommunication, the unrest, and it's causing a lot of confusion in between, and people are growing very restless because of that. But this carries on over to the next topic, which is, why is DWF lackluster? So lackluster, in fact. And as you say, with Hodgson gone, that, like, elevates the problems that have already been there and just really highlights them. Isn't there to just take the brunt of the damage and then just, like, let it simmer out. We have Mob, and these two don't really handle things the same way Hodgson does. So not only are people just discontent Hodgson's not here, they're going to exemplify the problems DWF already has, and they're going to take it to 11. They're going to crank the ampermeter as much as they can. I think me and TTB and Brian Maverick were in a voice call the other day, and they said, in large part, a lot of the problems that come through come down to booking, and this has been a problem since Hodgson was around. Okay, this isn't anything new. In DWF, we can flash back to 2017. Bad booking wouldn't be a problem because the counteract is a good storyline. You can have two people who are not necessarily as good at clean, but if they can deliver on a story, if they can hype up their own match, they don't have to be good at it. There's something to be seen there, and we don't see much of either good clean skill or good promo value in today's DWF, and that just kind of leads up to views. We get pleasant surprises because sometimes there just is a good clean match, but on that basis alone, you can't always have, like, a great clean match, so you do have to have these stories attached to it, and we are seeing some of that. We have the Nico, we have Mob, Nero, we have some interesting matchups. You know, those two things, there isn't much on both fronts all across the board.
Okay. Well, thank you, Booker T. As I like to point out, I am a public speaker, and I love a good story. And I'll say this: and I'll say this, and that is Hodgson runs DWF way differently than any other Fed, and it's like one of the main things that I hated that Zayn won when it was ECW versus DWF, is because I didn't want another ECW or an APRW. DWF is as fine as it is. In fact, in my opinion, Hodgson is really, in my opinion, the best Fed owner, because you gotta realize this: Hodgson is the #1 pro wrestling fan. He is the voice of the crowd. He's always cheering. He's always booing, and it's just that he is the fans. He is one of us, and he's always listening. And he's always trying to support people that's been here and has always shown their support to DWF. And I think I'm bringing up an old topic we brought from DWF News, and that was the whole Devi situation of Devi literally being the only original member of the original DWF team in ECW versus DWF. It's really appalling that that happened. In my opinion, I wish I was in that. I wish I was for Team WF, but sadly Hux didn't do it. But I was but either way, it's appalling of situations like that. And Hodgson is he's like breathing. Whenever he's gone, it's similar to when you get a stuffy nose, but when he comes back, you appreciate everything.
Yeah, and like I said, Hodgson is the heart of DWF. He is at a core, and with him gone, it's like you've taken out the artery, like you unplugged the arteries from the heart. You took out the heart, and in its place you have a pacemaker job, but it's not as great and as functioning as the organic thing itself, if you get what I mean.
Wait, hold on. Okay, Cheese Gulp, we're just gonna unmute you, and I just want to hear what you have to... Okay, that's it. Sorry,
Okay,
Cheese Gulp. Alright, good. Thank you, Cheese Gulp. Very cool. Alright.
Okay. Alright.
Don't worry about it, Cheese Gulp.
Topics.
It was a nice topic. It was a very nice topic.
So, bonus round, we're going to talk about the power rankings. Are we even going to talk about...
Oh my god, yes, we're going to talk about the power rankings.
If it's power rankings, or we're just going to talk about the good power rankings that I made, the supreme power rankings that I put thought into.
Let me read this shit. Cole Owens.
I'll read it out loud.
Cole...
Wait, are you reading David's or are you reading mine?
Cole Owens. The #1 spot, the toss-up between Cole Owens and our guy. And our guy
you want me
at
to read
2.
this? You're gonna keep stuttering.
I'm not stuttering, I'm just laughing as our guy. It's not, you don't even know who was second, just our guy.
Do a scroll down. Now let's take this one at a time, okay? Our rankings. We're not going to talk about David's. He put Kenny Hero at number 17. These power rankings are the culmination of 2 expert opinions on wrestlers in DWF who are performing above the standard. The list is determined by performance, promotional value, and notable achievements. In essence, if you're good in the ring and if you're good at promos, which no one is good at promos, so it's basically just achievements and in-ring skill. Cole Owens at number 1. What do you think about that?
Cole is #1. Cool. I mean, he's the champion for the World Heavyweight Championship, I guess. Cool.
Cole Owens.
That's it. That's all I got to say. Because honestly, I couldn't give 2 shits about the fucking power rankings.
And there's really just the determining factor in this one with Cole and Brian is that he just has more magnitude of have more weight to them than what Brian has, because Cole didn't walk out of NWO the loser like Brian did. Call it controversial if you want, but he did emerge the champion, and then he went on to win the Immortal, which was taken from him, granted.
You know what's really funny is that like we legit like yesterday or so we had a nice ass talk about how like Brian has improved, not just as like a wrestler,
How
but
he's
as a
really
person.
fleshed out.
And then here you come, I was like, yeah, fuck that Brian guy.
Fuck this Brian fella.
Honestly, I don't
Dude,
care. Brian is cool, I guess, but like it's just.
Oh, but just like when I had to take
you
this,
defended, you had to defend David. That's
yeah, you had to defend yourself on why you're number one. It's like it doesn't matter. Number two, because he has been very consistent in regards to how he actually has fleshed out. But again, like it doesn't compare in magnitude to what Cole has actually done in recent. Which brings us to our number 3 spot, Cheese Gulp himself. I determined
Cheese
this one. Let him pop in the main roster.
Let them pop.
Yeah.
Cheese Gulp. No, we have a question. We have a question. Cheese Gulp, we're gonna unmute you. We have a question for you. Cheese Gulp is. Hold on. Cheese Gulp.
What?
Is that you? Is that actually you in your profile picture?
I used to say it was the troll. So like, whenever I bullied Aiden, he started saying. Okay, so there's this time I was packing Aiden kit, and he said I looked like a tub. Yeah, but it's not because he was going off my profile picture, so he just looked retarded. Yeah, that's what
I feel so offended. This isn't the real Cheese Gulp. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it right. DWF News. We have uncovered news. That's not the real Cheese Gulp. Cheese Gulp been muted.
Yeah, I told you, and you're like, I said that's not him, and you're like, you're such an asshole.
Yeah,
like, well, I'm right,
you know what? Yeah, Cheese Gulp. Yeah, you're still muted, but like, we legit had a talk. Me and Scotty legit was talking about your profile picture. I was saying like, your profile picture was literally staring me in my fucking soul. This man Scotty looks like a fucking idiot, and I'm like, you know. That probably is. That probably is. Cheese
I was
Gulp.
like, no fucking way. There's no way that's him.
I was like, wow, that's such an asshole thing to say. Yeah.
Anyways, Drew gets her number 3 spot because the transition from PXT to main roster has been very smooth. That's not something most PXT guys can do. Most PXT guys go into the main roster. They do ass cheeks. That's
except for me.
Except for like 2 people. Bringing up to the next prospect guy on this list, Justin Hazard, who you had a 10-minute orgasm over.
Shut the fuck up before I throw a napkin at
It's
your
already
ass.
stated, so we can straight.
I know where you live,
here.
kind of. I know which city you live. I'll drive. I got my license today. I want to see the Yeah, I got my license today. I want to see the pop in the chat right now for me getting my license. I'll even put a picture of my dumb ass.
Everyone, boo! Boo!
How dare you! Yes, Cheese Gulp! Yes! Bet, Fortune, I swear to God, if I hear some dumbass shit.
Yeah, we can skip over Justin. We've already explained why he's great.
Fortune, you muted yourself. How can I unmute?
Shut up.
I muted him.
I love you, Dad.
Thank you, son.
Anyway,
when are you gonna
Justice
come home?
Andrade,
back to muted for you.
6 months. Disputed title. And he's looking to make that 7 with a win at DWF Mania. We don't know who his opponent is.
Oh, we're still continuing? Fuck.
Like 5 more people to cover here.
Oh, fuck!
So, Justice, 6 months. That's about it. 6 is our snub pick, my snub pick from post NWO. And that is Harlito.
Harlito. Holito, yeah. Holito, I like it.
Take on that.
Holito, you little bitch.
What, do you say like Jarlito?
No. Yes, that's exactly how I say it. Jarlito! It's you're over here saying...
That's not how it's said.
Horlito.
So, yeah, that's how it's said.
Diffolito.
Jokes aside, he's actually... He's actually been super consistent upon his return. It's actually, I didn't expect him to be that good coming in. He's gotten wins over Corey Casada. I fought him in King of the Ring. He managed to get a fall over me before I ultimately beat him.
I'm appalled. I can't believe I just hear what he said. He underestimated Holito? Like, what the fuck, Scotty?
But he beats Corey Casada. He's looking maybe for a title push in the near future because he's been doing very well for himself since his return. Wanted him to do when he first came, but it didn't really pan out. Now that he's back, I think he has the skill and the ability to actually... he's been probably striving for the longest time. With that being said, we're going to skip down to number 7. We have Engine, our favorite meme queen. It's been a while coming, but he's finally won his first title.
Oh, cool. From what I'm hearing, it sounds like some prospect trash.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Who was it again? I'm sorry. Let me go check your power rankings real quick. Who? Engine?
You weren't even paying attention.
I've been listening. I don't have to look at the power rankings to actually see what the fuck's going on.
Because I'm saying it.
Yeah. Alright, so you're talking about Engine, right?
I don't rock the throw anymore.
Wait, what?
Sorry about that, Harlito.
I'm bald.
What's next?
I'm bald.
Okay.
Look, Charlito, just shave your head. And we'll have a bald versus bald match, and whoever
To Dragon Boy Dylan.
whoever loses has to like get the
Have
weirdest
to grow hair.
Yeah, they have to grow hair.
The rainbow fro. Where were we? Mob Punk at number 8.
Mob Punk at number 8. I'm telling you, Mob's winning. I'm always right. We are
Because
always
he hasn't
right.
done like many matches as of recent. I don't know how his like in-ring skill is gonna hold up to De Niro. But he has making storylines, and as I said earlier, he's one of the few people who actually have a storyline working. And while his like clean skill may not translate to a pro like Raheem, Furry, but both men are actually kind of rusty
Hey,
in their
hold
role
on.
of guard.
I have a question for like everyone in DWF in this call at the moment.
Call.
Yes, and so basically at DWF Mania, do you guys want me and Scotty in this voice channel recording and basically commentating DWF news?
2 yeses, 3 yeses.
I think that's a yes.
Yes, Harlito says yes.
That's a lot. That's a
Air
lot
Level
of yeses.
says yes. All right, that's 5 yeses. We'll do it.
Yes, we'll do it.
We'll do that play-by-play. Number 9 on our list. We have
Number
Style.
15, Burger King
Number-
foot lettuce.
Yeah, Zayn at number 9. Number 10. That's the end of that story. We're gonna do the Q&A now. Whoever has questions, say them now. We're gonna answer them.
See, speak now forever, or forever hold your silence, as they're all muted. At PX. Well, to be honest, Charlito, that doesn't count. I don't know what to tell you. It's a PXT match. I don't know what to tell you. And who?
Answer Air Level's question about being
And
gay.
Inhaler Grandma, I'm not gay. Maybe you are. Sucking on that inhaler. Like
Cheese
it's
Gulp
something
asks, Cheese Gulp being undefeated and Mob trying to book him against KG Gucci. I
because
think
you know
booking
what?
Cheese Gulp
Because
against
Cheese
KG
Gulp is
Gucci
going to
is
win
bad.
no matter what. I don't care. I don't care who he's fighting. He's going to win no matter what.
Matter what. Ugh, Jesus.
I think Myron wants to say something, so what do you want to say,
Hello, you
Myron,
can just
Fatty,
say it.
Hardy?
We're not. This isn't a school.
At Mania.
Question. Next question. feel if Mob lost to a jobber and the jobber became a staff member? Well, that's why I'm in staff, so.
Why the fuck Water's on the poster? Because of
I can explain this one. This one really just comes down to decisions made by Hodgson. Hodgson, again, he's a storyline-oriented guy.
Okay,
You really think about it from the business perspective.
No.
Water winning the Royal Rumble is enough hype to propel himself into the main event. And him going up against the Immortal Champion, always, there's always that hype stimulation. So that's why Water ended up being on the poster. I don't think it aged very well. If it was my pick, I would put someone like, maybe.
Cheese Gulp!
Cheese Gulp on the poster.
Yes.
Mob Punk would be on that poster with Chief Denari. It would just be like a 5-man poster with.
Honestly, yeah, I don't think there should be one fucking person on the biggest pay-per-view that they plan on. That's so stupid.
Thing is, it's just, Water Hardy, Royal Rumble hype. That pretty much explains it.
Oh.
Next question. A second poster? I don't think so. Next question.
Don't throw yourself too much of a bone, Brian.
Too much of one.
What poster? Exactly, because the only poster I'm taking that's legit is one with Cheese Gulp.
Cheese Gulp. Our Lord and Savior.
Exactly.
And if you have any, we're gonna end up wrapping up.
Yeah, that's really it, honestly.
Should be. Alright, well, that's DWF News for you. I'm Scotty Crippen.
And I am the one, the only, France Blue!
And
Don't
do
boo
drugs.
me! What? Oh yeah, don't do drugs, yeah. What? Don't, no, boo Scotty! No! Boo Scotty!
Yes!
No!
Yes! Podcast now. That's DWF News, June 29th, 2019.
Alright, yeah. We will be commentating for DWF Mania.
Mania, baby.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you. That is some respect, some pat chest
The one person.
pump, pim, boom, pow. Alright. And recording.